It's finished here at Meadowbank. Worthing winners 2-1 against Dorking Wanderers. Mark, your thoughts on disappointing afternoon here at home?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, look. First of all, credit to Worthing, Aggie, and some of our ex-boys, and also their fans. Most of all, thanks for travelling up here today and putting some money in our club, and hopefully our fans, do the same. I'm assuming the return legs at Easter. But I thought you saw. We were just sloppy in terms of that first, I thought across the 90 minutes we created enough chances to score 6-7 goals. We actually created, strangely, through turnovers, we had about 4 2v1s. Yeah. Right from Alfie falling over to Charlie and Jordan in the second half. We had about 4 to 5 2v1s where we turned the ball over. Ball was getting stuck under our feet. And I thought that the kind of like, if we look at the game start to finish, not quite aggressive enough defending their high boys. We're kind of like controlling the game when we want to, creating good chances, looking more threatening. I thought it's a really soft goal. We'll have to watch it back. I think need to watch it back. I don't think the keeper should get lobbed on his line.
The first
goals,
yeah.
I thought both of Worthing's goals were soft. Nicky obviously comes inside, smashes the ball. Whether it moves or not, it's too far out to go in the goal. I think the player reaction. The players turned their back and thought Harrison should do better. And I think ultimately Briggsy's cost us there. That is how it is. You can't. He's an honest lad, Briggsy, but you can't do that to your own team. If he did endanger the player in that situation, I think it's Kane, then it's a red card. But, you know what I'm going to say? She has to send off Danny Cashman. Has to. Once she hadn't, she especially had to not send off Briggs. Brennan's got a listen. Fair play to Danny. He's managed to leave one on Brennan and get away with it. His nose ain't a good state. In the end, the Worthing bench took him off. Listen. In terms of Kirsty, the official, that was a sort of a turning point. 2 decisions. I'm not one that says I want to get everyone sent off, but especially after she left their lad on, she should have left Briggs on. So I thought that was disappointing. So we're down to 10 against one of the best possession teams in the league. Didn't really panic. Kept it quite simple. Just said we're just going to defend man for man. We defended better with 3 than we did with 4 first half. We took off the holding player, which was a spare player, and second half we had to defend man for man, and we've done a better job man for man. I think they've had, a shot. We've created numerous chances, numerous opportunities, and Worthing, in the end, would be really happy to get the points. So, honestly, I think there's so many things I could say. Our home form is not great. We need to accept that. But if we take today in isolation or the spell, we're in good form. Not ideal losing Jack Young early.
I was going to ask about that. Was that just a knock impact, or was that...
No, just his hamstring, I believe. Okay. So, losing Young early weren't ideal. Losing Briggsy, red card in that game, not ideal. Honestly, I think we can score in that game, 5 or 6 goals. The sort of not the luxury of having this pitch, really. You only got to look at the amount of times they've got the ball stuck under their feet. I think on a nice slip grass pitch, and Charlie and Jordan go through 2v1, they just slip out for you and it's a goal. But listen, Worthing, I've got to be honest about it, right? I honestly didn't think they'd done enough to win. I'm not going to be disrespectful, but I'm not going to be a fan at the same time. I didn't think Worthing done enough to win that game, if I'm honest with you. And I'm pretty sure Aggie, being an honest manager, will think the best thing about today is the 3 points. I wasn't overly impressed with what they done today, and I was expecting them with 11v10 to take us apart, but they didn't, and we could have gone on to win the game, to be quite frank. We showed a lot of heart, determination. Worthing, just for me, won the game. And I can't, it'd be remiss of me to say worthy winners, because I thought, and they might beat us 10-0 down their place, but I didn't think they'd done enough today to win the game. And I actually think we did do enough to get something out of the game when you look at the 90 minutes and you look at the sort of, the scenario unfolding. But I always try to critique these things honestly. So that's how I see that game today. 3 points dropped, not one. 3 points dropped. We're not in a bad spell. Worthing just had a tiny spell, forced us into a few errors and capitalised, but their goals were soft in my book. But again, congrats to their fans. Big time. It's a big deal for me, people coming up like that.
Yeah, it's probably one of the biggest away attendances that we've had in the league this season, I think. 2 avoidable goals, I thought. In terms of injuries or looking to sort of Hampton, obviously there's a few days now before that game, and how is that going to pan out? Are you going to get players back in training? Is there anybody likely to come back in?
Yeah, it's going to be tough, I think, that next one. But we just got to go with what we got. I think I was pleased to see Charlie get through it. Really pleased to see Charlie get through it. They found it heavy weather today. That's the bottom line. They've had to play with 10 men for a long period. I don't expect Youngie to make it. So we're going to be a little bit short in there. But we are where we are with that, really. I think it's a tough league. There's a handful of points between a handful of teams. We can't expect. The thing is, we've been in good form, right? And because of the start to the season, which was primarily injury led, we've left. We've left a lot of work to do. We've allowed ourselves to not be in a position where we can have these days. I think I said the other week against Enfield, I said, look, you can have these days, but you can't have too many of them. And today's another one. I truly believe the team and the squad we're building, if we can get it fit, is one that can be, one of the best sides in this league comfortably, week in, week out. But we haven't got many of those in us. But having said that, we're on the back 9, aren't we? So there's a long way to go. Looks like whoever wins this league could end up losing 8, 9 games. Who knows? You do see that sometimes. I think from our point of view, mindset is hang in there, stay in there. We've got to go away to Worthing, away to Maidstone. We've got to go Hampton next game, which is a very difficult pitch. Alan Julian, or venue. Alan Julian doing a good job there. So, long way to go. And I'm talking non-stop, and I'm hoping someone gives us the points back. But that's never happened, does it? So, but I thought the only thing Worthing done well, if I'm honest with you, was win the game. But that's the only thing you want to do well. So I applaud them for that, and I'll be the first person to say when we've been out-battled, out-beaten, but we just weren't. I just thought we had a slightly sloppy spell defensively, aggression. But apart from that, I actually thought we deserved to get something out of the game, to be honest with you, but we didn't. So thanks to our supporters. Happy Christmas. Go and finish the turkey and gammon. And we'll see you at Hampton, hopefully. And it's now down to us to patch ourselves up and see what sort of team we can get out.
Yeah, Hampton not too far, just up the road. So that'll be New Year's Day, the first game of 2025, and hopefully see as many Wanderers fans up there for that, Mark. Yeah,
like Worthing did today. Worthing were excellent today in their supporters, and which was brilliant. So, so we applaud that. And do you know what? Over the years, we haven't lost many games to Worthing.
No.
They've been a good old. You ask Hinch. they've been a good old outfit for us to play against, and I actually didn't expect anything else other than a home win today. I think we're in great form. I think the second half showed, even with 10 men, that we've got the grip a bit between our teeth. But Worthing, defended it out, didn't they?
Yeah.
And I think Aggie would be delighted with the points.
Okay, thanks as always, Mark.
Cheers, mate.
Here's to 2025.
Yeah,
I'm off to go and get my knee fixed.
Get your knee fixed. See you all there.